And now, it's time for Who Smarted. Psst. Hey, Smarty Pants, trusty narrator here. Summer's coming up fast, and I'm planning a family vacation with my favorite niece, Gia. The question is, where should we go? Where do you like to go on vacation, Smarty Pants? Go ahead, shout out some favorites. I'm hearing the beach, a lake, a water park, Greece, Italy, Japan, Puerto Rico. Oh, did someone say a haunted castle in Transylvania?
Welcome.
Yeah, I'll pass on that. But there is one place that I heard a lot of you say that also has a famous castle. Did you say...
Disney World! Disney World! I want to go to Disney World! Please, Uncle Trusty, can we go to Disney World? Please, please, please?
Oh, I thought you wanted to go to a medieval castle. You know, like from ye old times. We could check out the dungeon, and the moat, and the tower.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair.
No, Uncle Trusty. I want to go to Disney World, which has a much better castle.
Smarty Pants, do you know what castle she's talking about? Why, of course it's...
Cinderella's castle, which is only the most beautiful castle in the world and has modern bathrooms.
Oh, that does sound nice.
Exactly. So, can we go? Can we go?
Well, if we go, I guess we could also learn the history behind Disney World and Disneyland. Like, which came first? When were they built? And why did famous animator Walt Disney want to make theme parks in the first place?
Great! We can work and play. Mostly play.
Get ready for the happiest whiff of science and history on Earth on...
Who smarted? Who smarted? Who's smart? Is it you? Is it me? Is it science or history? Listen up, everyone. We make smarting lots of fun on Who Smarted.
Hey, Smarty fans, your pal Trusty has a gift for you. A 7-day free trial of Who Smarted Plus. That's right. If you sign up for Who Smarted Plus, you'll get 1 week of free access to all our subscriber episodes and bonus Smarty Cues, all ad-free. Parents, educators, and Smarty Pants have been letting us know how much they love their Who Smarted Plus subscriptions. Now's your chance to see what all the excitement is about. Again, this offer is 100% free. You can cancel anytime within the trial week. But I have a feeling you're going to want to stick around for all the exciting adventures and extra smarting. Sign up now right in Apple Podcasts or on whosmarted.com. Just click Join Who Smarted Plus. Thanks for smarting with us and supporting Who Smarted. Well, thanks to my teleportation app, here we are at Disney World in Orlando, Florida. More specifically, we're standing in the center of Main Street, staring at Cinderella's castle. I must say, it's pretty amazing. Smarty Pants, do you have any idea where the castle that inspired Cinderella's castle is? Is it A, Bavaria, Germany, B, Moscow, Russia, or C, Lyndhurst, New Jersey? The answer is...
A. Disney's Cinderella Castle was inspired by Neuschwanstein Castle in Bavaria, Germany.
Nice! And when was it built? Cinderella's castle, and not the one in Germany.
Construction was started in July 1971. It took 18 months to build.
Wow, that's a year and a half. I wonder how many bricks are in it. Smarty Pants, what do you think? Is it more or less than 1 million bricks?
The answer is less. Way less. That's because there isn't a single brick in Cinderella Castle. It's made entirely of fiberglass, steel, concrete, and plastic.
Oh, well, they sure used a lot of those materials on this because this castle is big and tall. Any idea how tall, Smarty Pants?
Cinderella's castle is 189 feet high, or nearly 19 stories.
That's equal to a building with 19 floors. Obviously, it's the tallest structure on Walt Disney World property, right?
Wrong. The Tower of Terror is actually 10 feet taller.
Oh, wow. We're not going on that.
I am. But first, we need to go to the top of the castle.
What's on the top floor of the castle?
Originally, it was supposed to be a place for Walt Disney and his family to live, but unfortunately, he passed away before Walt Disney World opened. Now guests stay there.
Oh, should I have made reservations for us to stay there?
Nope, you can't. Disney randomly chooses guests and surprises them with an opportunity to stay there. There's no way to know how or when it's going to happen.
Wow, that would be some surprise.
Yep, but you can make a reservation to eat at the restaurant inside the castle, Cinderella's Royal Table. Why aren't you making a reservation, Uncle Trusty?
Oh, yeah. Why don't I do that after we're done recording Who Smarted?
Good idea.
Now, wait a second. Earlier, you said construction on Disney World started in 1971. My question to you, Smarty Pants, is which came first, Disney World in Florida or Disneyland in Anaheim, California?
The answer is Disneyland came first. Disneyland opened to the public in 1955, 16 years earlier than Disney World.
Uh-huh. Question number 2. Which park is bigger, Disneyland or Disney World?
That's easy, Uncle Trusty. A world is bigger than a land. Disney World is way bigger than Disneyland. In fact, you can fit 51 Disneylands inside Disney World. Say it with me. Whoa!
Yep, Disney World takes up a whopping 43 square miles. That's about the size of San Francisco and 2 times the size of Manhattan. But what I want to know is, why did Walt Disney even want to open theme parks? Wasn't he busy enough making cartoons and movies?
Great question, Uncle Trusty. The story goes like this. When Walt Disney's daughters were little, he'd take them to kiddie parks to ride the merry-go-round. The problem was, those places were usually only fun for children. Walt Disney decided he wanted to create a place where kids and their adults could have fun together. His vision for Disneyland included a train that circled the entire park, a little village, places to buy food, and, of course, Disney merch.
Ah, like the famous Mickey Mouse ear hats. And yes, I'll buy you one.
That's okay, Uncle Trusty. You can skip the ears, but we're definitely having dinner in the castle.
Okay. I'll make reservations later. I promise. Right now, I'm wondering how Walt Disney got people interested in Disneyland. What do you think, Smarty Pants?
Oh, that's easy. He used the power of television.
That's right. As hard as this might be to imagine, in the 1950s, most homes only had one television set that the entire family would gather around to watch together. Since there weren't nearly as many choices back then, it was much easier to find something everyone could watch. Walt Disney Productions created a TV series called Walt Disney Presents, and later, Walt Disney's Wonderful World of Color. Those shows had different themes every week. There was Fantasyland, featuring cartoons, or the Mickey Mouse Club. Tomorrowland, which was science and technology. Frontierland, which featured characters like Davy Crockett and Zorro. And Adventureland, which had stories about pirates and explorers. Smarty Pants, do the names of those themes sound familiar at all?
If they do, it's because they became the names of the different areas in Disneyland, and later in Disney World's Magic Kingdom.
Of course, Walt Disney didn't design and build Disneyland himself. In 1954, Walt Disney put together a team of designers and engineers that he called what, Smarty Pants? Were they A, the magical elves, B, the Mouse-Jateks, or C, Imagineers? The answer is
C, Imagineers. In fact, they still use that name today. Also, what a cool job to have. Maybe I could become an Imagineer one day.
Why not? You and any of the Smarty Pants listening. Anyway, the original team of Imagineers visited amusement parks around the world to see what worked and what didn't. They thought about every single detail of a successful amusement park. With all that preparation, you'd think opening day at Disneyland must have gone super smoothly.
You could think that, but you'd be wrong. There were lots of challenges on opening day. For one thing, the temperature was really high that day, 101 degrees Fahrenheit, or 38 degrees Celsius. The asphalt that had just been poured became so soft, guests wearing high heels would sink into it.
Help! I'm stuck! Ooh, how much for the mouse ears?
And, due to a plumber's strike, Walt Disney had to choose between working drinking fountains or working toilets.
Yikes! Smarty Pants, which do you think he chose? Which would you choose?
Well, as hot as it was that day, guests had to do without water fountains because it would be even worse if the toilets couldn't flush.
Unfortunately, not everyone was happy. Some guests thought the free water fountains were deliberately not working, so they'd be forced to buy drinks. But people got over it, and eventually, the water fountains worked.
Yep, but people don't go to Disneyland or Disney World for the water fountains. They go for the rides.
Very true. Smarty Pants, true or false? Some of the original rides at Disneyland are still there today. The answer is coming up right after this quick break and a word from our sponsors. Hi, Trusty here with a special message for all the parents and guardians listening. I know how important it is for your child to excel in every way possible, especially when it comes to education. Well, thanks to my friends at IXL, you don't have to go it alone. IXL is a personalized learning platform that's transforming the way children master everything from math to social studies. IXL's interactive courses and immediate feedback ensure learning is super engaging and accessible for every student, pre-K through 12th grade. Imagine that, a tool that grows with your child, offering personalized recommendations based on their progress. And we know it works because we've used it ourselves. Adam Tex Davis, co-creator of Who Smarted, used IXL to help his daughter stay on top of her schoolwork and excel in her classes. Backed by research, students who use the IXL program are more likely to get higher test scores because IXL functions like a tutor. And whether your child needs help with homework, classwork, test prep, or is looking for a challenge, IXL has you covered, and all of that at an affordable rate. A 1-month subscription to IXL costs less than what most tutors charge for an hour. And one subscription is good for every child in your household. Join the millions of parents who trust IXL and make an impact on your child's learning today. Oh, and Who Smarted listeners get an exclusive 20% off IXL membership when you sign up now at IXL.com/smarted. Visit IXL.com/smarted to get the most effective learning program out there at the best price. IXL Learning. Inspire. Excel. Learn more at IXL.com. Hey, Who Smarted fans, it's Trusty here. And with warmer, sunnier days ahead, it's time to fuel up with Factor's no prep, no mess meals. Meet your wellness goals just in time for summer with chef-crafted options like Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, and Keto. Factor's fresh, never frozen meals are dietitian approved and ready to eat in just 2 minutes. Perfect for even the busiest of us. Whether you're crushing your wellness goals with delicious, perfectly portioned meals, treating yourself to restaurant-quality dishes like filet mignon, shrimp, and blackened salmon, or their delicious vegetarian menu, or just looking for easy, nutritious options from breakfast to dessert, Factor has got you covered. Ready to kickstart a new healthy routine? Head to factormeals.com/smarted50. and use code SMARTED50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month. That's code SMARTED50 at factormeals.com/smarted50. Don't wait. Make today the day you fuel up with Factor. Now back to Who Smarted. So Gia, is it true or false that some of the original rides from 1954 Disneyland are still in use today? The answer is
true. Those rides include Autopia, Disneyland Railroad, Dumbo the Flying Elephant, Jungle Cruise, King Arthur Carousel, Mad Tea Party, Mark Twain Riverboat, Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, Peter Pan's Flight, Snow White's Adventures, and Storybook Land Canal Boats.
And while not a ride, Disneyland's Main Street is also a popular park destination. True or false? Walt Disney modeled Disneyland's Main Street after his childhood home. The answer is
true. Main Street is modeled after Marceline, Missouri, where Walt Disney spent some of his early childhood years.
With the success of Disneyland, in 1965, Walt Disney began laying out his plans for an even bigger, more epic park in Orlando, Florida, Disney World. As we mentioned earlier, at 43 square miles, Disney World is the size of a city. But how many people do you think work there? Are there over 10,000 cast members, over 50,000 cast members, or over 70,000 cast members? The answer is
over 70,000 cast members.
Nice job, genius Gia. Walt Disney World Resort is the biggest single-site employer in the entire United States. All cast members have to attend Disney University before they start their on-site training.
Ooh, I could see going to Disney U. I wonder what classes they have.
Well, the first class you must take is called Traditions, and it teaches all about the legacy and history of the Disney brand. And then after that, there are lots of jobs you can get at Disneyland or Disney World. Everything from running the rides, to being a food vendor, to working in the restaurants, to dressing as a beloved Disney character.
Yep, but there's one job I know you can't have.
Any idea what that is, Smarty Pants? I'll give you a hint. It's selling a certain snack that sounds like this. If you said bubblegum, you're right.
Disneyland and Walt Disney World do not allow gum to be sold anywhere in the park. Do you know why?
What do you think, Smarty Pants? Is it A, to keep the parks clean, B, to increase sales of other candies, or C, to prevent cavities? If you said A, to keep the parks clean, you got it. One thing you won't see at Disney is chewing gum on the ground or stuck to things.
Yep, you wouldn't want Cinderella stepping in gum in her glass slippers.
Great! Now I'll never be home by midnight.
Besides no gum, what's something else that sets Disney parks apart from other amusement parks, Smarty Pants? I'll give you a hint. It has to do with how often Disney parks stay open.
Well, I know most amusement parks are only open during the warmer months, but since Disneyland and Disney World are both in warm climates, they can stay open all year round. Is that it, Uncle Trusty?
You're close. True or false, Smarty Pants? Disney World never closes. The answer is true. Since opening, Disney World has only closed 5 times. Each time it was due to a weather event that is very common to Florida. Any guesses what that is, Smarty Pants? Here's a hint.
Ooh, I know. Hurricanes.
That's right. Great job if you got that, Smarty Pants. Oh, and one last thing. Are the Disney theme parks only in California and Florida? The answer is
Nope. There's the Tokyo Disney Resort, Disneyland Paris, Hong Kong Disneyland Resort, and Shanghai Disney Resort, all of which I intend to visit one day. But first, we need to eat dinner at Cinderella's castle.
Okay, I'm on it. I'll make reservations. They seem to be all booked up for the next 5 months. Whoops. Sorry, Gia. I owe you one.
That's okay, Uncle Trusty. I know how you can make it up to me.
Really? Say the word, and I'll do it.
Welcome to the Tower of Terror. Enjoy your fall.
Do you love Who Smarted but don't love all the ads? We get it, but we also need the ads to pay for the show. However, there is a way you can listen to Who Smarted without any ads while still supporting us. Just subscribe to Who Smarted Plus, and for a few bucks a month, you'll get every episode ad-free, plus an extra new episode every week and monthly bonus content. Our annual subscription even comes with a 7-day free trial. Subscribe now on Apple Podcasts or on our website, whosmarted.com. Just click subscribe. Oh, and teachers, click on educators to get Who Smarted Plus entirely for free. Thanks for smarting with us. A gaggle of shoutouts to 5 fabulous Smarty fans: Zoe, Calvin, Theo, Isaiah, and Noel in Omaha, Nebraska. We hear you enjoy smarting with us on long and short car rides and love learning about things you didn't know about before. You can count on me, Trusty, to keep you laughing and learning with Who Smarted. Thanks, Smarties. This episode, Disney World, was written by Sarah, It's a Small World Sweetek, and voiced by Princess Gia Davis, Adam Dumbo Davis, Max Magic Kingdom Kamaski, and Jerry, yes, I snuck into the back of Disney World when I was a kid, Colbert. Technical direction and sound design by Josh Haunted Mansion Hahn. Our associate producer is Max Kamaski. The theme song is by Brian Space Mountain Suarez, with lyrics written and performed by Adam Tex Davis. Who Smarted was created and produced by Adam Tex Davis and Jerry Colbert. This has been an Atomic Entertainment production.